But there is always that time in the morning. There's still usually about 15 minutes or so where I'm pretty consistently able to get 1 or 2 games in.
And what are those scores of the game? Are you consistent 800k, 900k, or?
No, no, I wouldn't say that. No, I'm still pretty good at transitioning to 19 with a terrible board and topping out at like a 500. So that's still right in my wheelhouse.
Is NES Tetris a big part in the Moore family?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, we're still. I mean, we're connected now to more people, and especially Kim. She's really good at keeping in touch, especially long term with. As I might dip in and out of the online scene, and like I was talking about streaming and all of that. She is super connected to the community, and so just in that respect of just knowing people, and we'll still watch streams.
Yeah.
We'll watch Kingsman's friendlies when we get a chance, and CTL. I'm in and out of that. So yeah, I would still say it's still pretty pervasive. We have a whole corner of the living room set aside where there's 2 laptops and the Nintendo and the old console, and it's a mainstay in our living room. So you can't miss it if you ever come over to the house.
And your son played as a kid in the Dead or Like the Friend tournament. He plays against the daughter of Tilo. How long has he been playing NES Tetris, and does he like the game, or do he want to prefer the modern games, as in playing on the Switch or the computer or the PS, whatever?
Oh yeah. He absolutely prefers the Switch. So he likes the Mario games and the Mario Kart and all of that stuff. He's a big Mario fan, but I think it's grown on him. The Tetris has grown on him a little bit. He once in a while will request to play it, which is always fun to see. But yeah, that match versus Dilo's daughter was super fun. He surprises us every time he plays. He seems to have a kind of a better understanding of what he's trying to do, and that was through no teaching. I think he was just absorbing it as he would watch out of the corner of his eye as Kim and I were playing or whatever, and so you just tell that like there was a time where he realized, oh, you stack it and then try for the long bar, or he would hear us calling for the long bar, where's the long bar, and then he would start repeating that as he was playing without even really knowing what it was meaning, but. Eventually he caught on, and we just kind of let it happen naturally, which is even more fun to see that he just kind of is progressing in the game on his own. But I am sad that he does play DAS. Like there's just no other option for him. He's pinholed into it right now.
Doesn't he want any help from you, or?
Oh no. It's I think it's better to just let him do it, because he has more fun that way. I think he has more fun that way, So he doesn't get frustrated about top outs or try for certain things. I think it's better that he continues to progress that on his own, and then that'll be good later on for him to be able to know that whatever skill level he happens to attain, if he chooses to keep going in Tetris, will be completely his own.
And your daughter, is your daughter into NES Tetris?
That's funny. Yeah, no, we've gotten her on screen a couple of times playing, but the understanding of the game just isn't there for her. She's really good. She likes to just see the pieces drop right in the middle until she stops out, and then she has a good laugh about it. So it's a heartwarming laugh, but yeah, she's not really ready for the game just yet.
I saw a wonderful picture on the More Family Activities Instagram with you and Kim playing a match in the Desert Qualifier in Phoenix, Arizona, with your son in between you two.
What a throwback! Yeah. That was gosh, what year was that? That must have been 2018 maybe, or 17, 18 probably. 18. 2018.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, he was just a little guy then. That was actually pretty chaotic. So that picture was taken during a pretty calm time where we had figured, okay, this is what we can do. But it was the two of us trying to qualify, and then Evan, and no one else to watch. So we would have to take turns um, trying to entertain Evan while the other one would play.
Oh man.
And yeah, and there were times where, you know, one of us had him by the hand walking around, and he would see the other one playing. He might run up to the other one, and that was it was really dicey because he might be knocking into other people's chairs or yelling at them or coming into their field of vision, trying to see mommy or whatever. So that was kind of an experiment, and I don't think we tried that again without having somebody else there as backup to keep him entertained, you know.
But do you plan to bring the whole family to either a qualifier event or to CTWC?
Yeah, I don't know. We haven't really thought about that. That would be a major endeavor for sure.
Yeah.
That probably wouldn't be for a few years until they were both big enough to, to kind of behave well. And it's a really the environment inside of the convention center there is super overwhelming as far as lights and noises, crowd, people, and all of that. So I have this feeling it would be a few years before they would be ready. I think Evan right now can handle it, but Emma right now, she's 4, and I feel like she could, she might last an hour or 2 hours before it would just be, too much stimulation. So we're gonna probably have to table that for down the road.
For now, it's a date weekend with you and Kim going to Portland.
Absolutely, and the kids can stay at Grandma's house.
You and Kim helped a few community members. For example, you provided a ever drive to Kingston. You are sponsoring Gio from Puerto Rico this year for CTWC. And I think people know this story, but you, along with Xerxes, helped Nanu to get a NES console in cartridge. What's the story behind that?
Yeah, that one was pretty interesting how that came about, because it was really Xerxes that took the initiative on that. We had been on maybe in the chat of one of Nenu's streams. I can't remember exactly how it came about, but or maybe I was streaming and I made just an offhand comment about like if that was what was keeping Nenu from playing, like we would love to hook him up with that or whatever. And then it just sort of we just didn't really think of it much after that, because it's not like Nenu was out handling for equipment or anything, right?
Yeah.
But a few months later, Xerxes, I think Xerxes had been in that same chat, and he remembered it was getting close to decision time, I guess, for Nenu, and Xerxes contacted us and said, "Hey, are you guys still able to do that?" And he set up the back and forth, and he sent, I think he sent the Game Genie. And then we were able to send the NES and the controller, and through all of Xerxes' help, get it all over there just in time. And then I think that's the same year that Nenu had the power outage debacle, where he had to book it across town. I don't know what equipment he had to. I guess he had to hustle his whole system over or something. I'm not sure, but
probably.
Just sort of a kind of a great story from start to finish for Nenu that year. But yeah, once in a while we'll just it might be somebody that I played against, and this year we were sponsoring Gio and Melon Soda. Yeah. And it just kind of comes up, like if we see somebody that we really enjoy watching play, or maybe someone had a hard luck exit from a qualifier or something, then we just like to do that to keep the encouragement up. Nothing more than that we want to make sure that players that really should be in and will make the competition fun to watch get in and do it. That's the main thing.
And what does the community?
Tetris in general is just a big part of my my youth, my early adulthood, and now into middle age, and it's just really nice